Slowly walk your hands and your feet towards the center of your mat. Once you get there, inhale, lengthen up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Soften the knees, heel toe the feet wide, and sit into your malasana. Dropping your hips towards the floor, lift the chest. Keep your heels down if you can. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Hug your knees onto your arms, so pressing the knees inwards. At the same time, press your palms together and down. You'll feel some tension and a nice stretch into the inner thighs. Close your eyes and stay here for a few breaths. Gently blink open the eyes. Now plant your palms on your mat in front of you. Make sure that they're shoulder distance apart so they aren't too close together, and then walk your feet together behind you. We're going to come into crow now. So think about hugging the elbows in. That's going to turn the creases of your elbows forward. You want to keep that direction and that hugging action. Press the palms actively into the floor. Lift the hips high so that you can bring the knees down onto the arms above the elbows. And from there, hugging the arms in and tight, you can float the feet. If crow is still a challenge for you, then try and build up your time in that shape. So holding your crow for maybe 3 times 15 seconds, building towards even 3 full minutes so that you feel very strong. Once you feel strong in the crow shape itself, then you can start to play with some movement. So a nice way to start is just a small movement of the legs. So coming into your crow, once you get there, start to move just the legs, maybe touching them on the floor, maybe opening and closing the feet, getting comfortable with that movement. Beyond that, the movement's going to start to get really challenging. So working towards your single leg crow or your crow to headstand crow. So those movements will be bigger. If you want to work on your single leg crow, you'll start to transition your weight from side to side. So keeping the core nice and tight, shifting your weight into one arm and then into the other arm. You can see my little sway from side to side. Once you can do that, you might be able to remove a knee and then the other knee. Once you can remove a knee, then you can start thinking about pressing that leg straight behind you. Crow headstand to crow is probably a little bit more accessible. And it's going to be really great for your tricep strength, for your upper arms. And so for this one, it's nice to just slowly start moving forward. If you're afraid of pitching forward, you can put a pillow or something down to soften for your head. But the goal is just to move as slowly as you can so that you maintain control of the movement. Once you're in your crow, then you'll just start to bend the elbows. The elbows will move back slightly in space as the head comes down to your mat. From here, you have to keep the knees drawing in, but let the elbows flare and draw back slightly as you roll to your forehead. And then slowly press up, squeezing the arms in to maintain control. Sure. Once you finish your crow variation, be that holds or any sort of movement, come back to your tabletop. Placing the back of the hands down so the palms are up, bringing as much weight into the hands as you comfortably can, so the closer your hands are to your body, the less weight you'll need to press in, and the farther away, the more weight and the more stretch. Find a place that's comfortable for you. You want to feel this stretch through the back of the arms. Gently release that. Coming into your seat, grip right at your wrist crease and start to pull your hand away from your arm, as if you could take it right off. Switch to the opposite side, squeezing right at the crease and then pulling the hand away from the arm. Gently release, give the wrists a roll, and then make your way back to your downward facing dog.